Hey guys, Jacob Moon with Jacob Moon's Mocs today with a brand new video for you guys on something new, but still old at the same time. This is an older set, well, relatively, and I love this set. Whenever I first saw the pictures for it, I wanted this set so bad, and I finally got it this past Christmas. So this is it. This is the Caterham or Lego set 21307, the Caterham 720, or the the Caterham 7620R. Man, that's a mouthful. Alright, so this is it, and this is not a review. This is a modification video. Yeah, you know what that means. I have motorized it, and I am so amazed I was able to. And if you own this set, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This set is so much smaller than I thought it was going to be. And it is nearly impossible. There is no room, really, to do any modifications. At least not with the motors they have now. So, how'd I do it? Well, there's no battery box in this thing. I was able to hide all the motors, even the IR receiver, but I was not able to hide the battery box. That's why you can see the big plug hanging in the back. Basically, you take your battery box, stick it right there in the seats, and then you bring up the cord and plug it in. Now, other than that major flaw, if you look at it, it doesn't really look that different. From most angles. I had a little trailer hitch here for the... I had a little trailer that would go like right here, and it had the battery box on it. It just didn't work that great, so I just kind of got rid of it. It was a good idea, but my practice of it wasn't great. Now, I've actually been debating whether or not I want to show this thing, but I figured, why not? They do make a smaller battery box, I do know that. And as far as I know, I think I'm the only other person. I think there's only like 3 people on YouTube, including me, who has made an RC Caterham from this set. So, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And my steering mechanism is totally different than his. Speaking of, let's get to that, because that was the thing that took me the longest to figure out. So I'm bringing close, move my camera up. So, here's what I did. Pop off the hood. There's your servo motor. Kind of plugged in right there. I hate to deconstruct this thing too much, but then you pop off the front here. There's that. And then there's this, which is connected by Technic now for a stronger connection. Whoop, ripped up all the rest of it too. Yeah, I'll leave that off. Alright, so that is what we're looking at. Now, this is connected to this part right here. All this is. And then whenever you put this on, it kind of just locks it all down. And that's what that is on the other side. But as you can see, the servo motor is upside down, and it goes to this gear here. And it basically turns here. Let me go ahead and plug it in for you, and I'll show you how that works. Alright. So here's the remote. Oh, I forgot to turn the battery on. There we go. You can see it kind of splits just a little bit, but the whenever you have that hood thing on it, it kind of stops it from doing that. I don't particularly recommend you try this. It is a pain in the butt to do. And it's not exactly worth it. I don't think so. What I'm probably going to be doing is, after this video, I'm probably going to just completely destroy it and then rebuild it the way the set had you do it, just because I want my motors back. But you can see on the wheels, this was another hard thing with this fender, because the fender actually moves with the wheels. on the real car and on this. Whoop. So yeah, like I said, it does break off a couple of times. And now, you know what? I'll be right back. The entire thing just kind of snapped. Alright. Alright, I'm back. So yeah, I fixed it. On the inside of the or where the driver sits, you can still see some of the details. The steering wheel does go on there. I don't know why it's missing. Oh, there it is. It just falls off anytime you put the battery in. Alright, there we go. So yeah, it does retain most of the driver's detailing, like the handbrake, the gear shifter, even the drive pedals all the way down there, which I really love those details. Then you have the mirrors, which they do, or at least they are there. There's a couple of minor issues I have with them. You can see the IR right there. We can take this this entire back panel off. And just see there's not much room in there. Probably can fit like 2 of those jacks. And I gotta say, whenever I was doing this, those jacks were really helpful actually. Whenever you don't have the wheels on, it is really useful. Alright, let's go and put the hood back on. And now we'll go on to the back of the model, where I have all of the motors, and you can really see them in detail. There's the large motor, and that was a real pain to get in there, but I did it. So don't want it to fall over. This thing is a very fragile car, not the greatest pick for motorization. There's a servo motor, how it's connected on there. You got some of these rounded just to help with the friction. You can see the cord of the servo just goes perfectly right in there, fits. Then the large motor's right there. This car is actually a one-wheel drive. This is the only wheel connected to the motor. This one is not, as you can probably tell. Flip back over. Gotta be very careful with this thing. There's the outriggers on the steering, which I think is awesome how I was able to do that. Let me bring... Alright, I just brought it back so I could show you the steering. A little bit more detailing. The fender is connected to the wheel. It's basically I put a brick onto some Technic pin. Kind of like this. This is just an example. I've got... Let me bring in my camera stand. Alright. Like that. Something similar to this. And that's how that's connected there. Alright, so I know y'all been waiting for it. I know I've been waiting to see it fail. Let's turn it on and drive this thing. There's your steering. As you can see, the fender does rotate with the wheels. One-wheel drive actually does not hurt this thing. Choo choo. I don't know if y'all could hear that in the background. Alright, so yeah. As you can see, it drives okay. I think the batteries are a little dead. They're not the greatest. It's actually pretty quick. Here's minifig for scale. I didn't want to bring in my entire army of Transformers, so here is Optimus. And there is Starscream on the other side. There you go, that's your scale. Move them all out of the way. Bye-bye, minifig. He just fell off the table. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and figure out a way I can record it while it's driving on the ground. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you this. This is all the leftovers. You can see the engine in here. This is all the stuff I took off of the car in order to make it motorized. You can see this is the entire front end basically. Let's see. Some bricks, a lot of the stuff is from the trunk. And then this bag right here contained all the spare parts that was in the set. So yeah, I took a lot of stuff out of this thing in order to make it motorized. And that's what I'm saying. I'm going to try my best to rebuild it. But that's a really good engine detailing on that engine. Alright. So, I just dropped it. Amateur. So that's the box of the set. A little beat up, but it works. Alright. So I wanted to go ahead and bring in the monster truck for scale because it doesn't really fit in my camera zone over there. So here is a comparison of the two driving. They actually have about the same speed. I'd say the monster truck is just a little bit faster. It's using 2 XL motors, so you got to keep that in mind. And this one, the Caterham, is only using 1 large motor. So let's go ahead and drive it. It does have a little bit of trouble with just the one-wheel drive, but it doesn't really bother it too much. I'd say the biggest issue would probably be the weird steering. It doesn't steer all too well, but it does work. So, you can see how weird the wheels go. One wheel goes farther than the other, and it causes it to have a little bit of trouble in steering. Alright, so I think that's about it for this video. And to finish this off, let's just prove how awesome the new monster truck is. And I still don't know why y'all didn't pick this thing, but come on, come on.